on finishing up my last batch of peach jelly. So when I made the peach jelly, I strained off all the juice, and Colby has the leftover pulp, and he is going to make freezer jam for the freezer. So we've used literally everything but the seed of the peaches that we had. So that's pretty exciting to be able to do that.
This was literally about 100% germination rate. Look at that on those pumpkins. Doing phenomenally well. We planted a few other pumpkins just over here just because it's wasted space, and they were just old seed, but they're actually starting to come up too. So man, looking great. Look at this grass that these cows are supposed to go on. We're actually going to put our calves on here. Look at this. Now this is ground level, and there's about 8 inches. Well, actually, this is about 12 inches here. Look at compared to my boot. It's my knee. This is hitting my knee right there. Now they're not going to eat this old stringy stuff, but all that down there is pure, gorgeous Bahamian Bermuda grass. So gorgeous. So now what we got to do though, we're going to move the big girls. We're going to take them over there to the deer paddock, right way over here, because they've already ate this paddock down. The calves will come here, and the steer, and then the little baby will go in this field just for the nighttime. That way we know that she's safe. And here's where they move. This is even higher grass. Look at that. Crazy amount of grass right here. Crazy. All right, we're in a very snaky area just because it's low. This is where I deer hunt, so I usually let this grass grow, but you can see it's gorgeous, so I let the cows graze it when it's not deer season. Plus that helps put some manure on the ground for deer season. So, but I got a fence down over here, so I got such high grass, I gotta watch where I step. So, you know, when we talk about rotational grazing really does work. I mean, because look at this grass. Now, there's some weeds in here. I mean, but we plant a forage mix for deer and cow. So there's some stuff in here that the cow will not eat that the deer do eat. But, like I said, I mean, it's beautiful. But I got to get this fence up a little bit. The grass is so high, it's pulled it down. I got to watch where I'm stepping. So, let's get this fence tightened up, get the chargers on, and we'll be done right here. This is why I believe in rotational grazing. Okay, you see, this is where they just come off of. You see it's 8 down. I mean, no dirt showing, but just a good eat down right there. Now we're fencing this fence, but look at this. You see how high and prairie like that is? Now, if I'd have let them graze over all of this, they'd ate the tops of some of the good stuff and the ice cream of the rest. So then I'd have a bunch of junky grass that I'm cutting instead of letting it naturally just come down. But now you see, all I gotta do is cut these few little tops off, and this field's ready to go to rest again. So now we've got a whole fresh paddock that the calves can come in, and the cows are down there. It's just a blessing. Now you remember the last pig videos that showed all this in pure grass. Now it rained, so there's water, a lot of water hanging here. Now that's why we can't make this pasture or put sheep or cow in it. Not yet, because all these trees and it doesn't dry up well. So once we get this out of here, this will be gorgeous pasture. But look at that. There is no grass anywhere. I didn't have to weed eat any. All this. Now this is, see that one piece of grass? That's where they're at right now. So that'll be gone too. But you see how good of a job they did. Just phenomenal. So they got a few more rotations back in here, and then they will start on this side. Look at all that fresh grass that they've already had and already made again. And we'll finish them up all the way right here. And then again, it starts all the way back over. So it's taken them probably 2 months to make this whole rotation back to the original place. This is our big boy. He's getting closer and closer. He's our biggest one, so he's probably, I'd say 180, 200 pounds. I need to get him, I'm gonna get him about 250, 300. I don't care to get him so big that, you know, I mean, I just don't care to get him too terribly big, but He's 250 would be pretty good for us. That way we can handle him, because we're going to try to do this with a processor, a guy who can teach us how to break it down. And the less of fat and junk we have to deal with this time, the better. And that'll help us get prepared for bigger animals as we go. But he's looking good. He's definitely our biggest one. So this is what's typical. That's a good, probably 4-foot snake going through there. And that's what we have here. We have snakes everywhere, which is terrible. Welcome to Mississippi. It's not poisonous. It looks like a little rat snake or something like that, but he is supposed to be dispatched off the property. But you see, it's just, I mean, they're everywhere. So that's why we got to get it out of here. So we're going to move him, get him away from here especially. But I mean, you see where he's at. He's right next to chickens. So I need to get him away from here. So he's a good 4 foot. Okay, so you see we got the calves out of here, or the steer and you know, the yearlings basically. But I'm gonna leave that little pumpkin that's growing wild. I went on cut the heads off this with a mower or with a tractor. So now it's ready to rest. So all the manure was already spread by them, and then what it wasn't spread or what it hadn't been rested around here, we will spread with the mower by slinging it. But you see now how it's got a good fresh growth pattern. All the grass will compete versus the weeds, and pretty much every time we do this, it gets better and better grass because it's got natural fertilization from the animals. But then we're spreading that grass seed all over. So hopefully when we look at this paddock again, when we move them in, Ike probably won't be with them because Ike will be processed by then. But basically when we move the other two back in here, Christoph and Josie, it's gonna look really good and fresh, thick, tall grass. And that'll probably 4 to 5 weeks from now, they'll move back in here. But just got it cut. Look how beautiful this sky is today. Gorgeous today. I turned my pile, so you see there's some grass right there. We'll just throw it over this. But basically this is my compost. Look at underneath though. Look how beautiful and rich this topsoil is. Gorgeous topsoil. So we'll flip it and keep on flipping it and get rid of this grass. But we'll flip it. Just make sure when you're flipping your compost that you're putting all the top on the bottom. See all that old feather right there? That's chicken feathers from last butchering. Some old straw, that'll help with the acidity of the soil. But basically, look underneath how gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous this black topsoil is. You can see there's just earthworms. It's like the ground is moving. Beautiful. All right, we got most of it flipped. We got a little bit more to get right there in the bottom, but look how good that looks. Gosh, look how good that looks. Absolutely gorgeous compost. You should, I mean, I don't know if you can see it. There's worms everywhere. Man, it's beautiful. All right, on to the next task after I finish this little bit left. We'll update on the calf. Calf is doing good. What, baby? Yeah, that's it. Look how full they are from eating good today. Calf is doing good. She's growing, getting on my nerves. Elsa's doing good. Hi, Elsa. She's like forgot that I've fed her for most of her early life because she's not nearly as friendly to me as she used to be. Oh goodness, it's been a long day. So we've got everything done. Just put the mama cows back with the baby for the time being. We got to move her over one more field. Those cows look excellent. They've been eating very good today. So they got put on a new field. So we're gonna move her over right quick. Call it a day. Happy homestead, y'all.